Hi, it's Matt Salmon again here from Fortress Financial, and today I want to talk to you about compound interest. You hear the term, some of you may get it, some may not, but I want to give you the potential huge impact it has over time. And the reason for this is twofold. Number one, people say to me, oh, I pay 2.5% fees. What are you going to do? And you can do something. You can get those 2.5 down to 0.2, which we show people, with probably better performance on the lower fee ones. And we also, most importantly, have unbelievable indicators to get people out and in when they should. But let's just look at an example. $100,000 invested today. 6%, 8%, 10%. At 6% after 10 years, it's just under $182,000. So you feel pretty good. You're thinking, you know what? I did well. That's not bad. My money's grown nicely. But someone who got 8% actually is at just under $222,000. So you're 22% higher by getting 2% better return. Not bad. That's a fair amount of wealth, actually. If you look at it now from moving up to 10%, you'd be just over $270,000. In that case, you're 49% higher. Pretty amazing. Now, what's important here is two things: the amount of time and the percentage difference. So let's look at the same percentage difference again, 6, 8, and 10, but over 50 years. And sometimes we'll tell people, like, look, if you got a grandchild or something and you want to help them out to retire as comfortably as they ever could by putting some money aside that they can't touch, having it invested properly. That's where we teach people how to do it right. And listen to this, $100,000 after 50 years at 6% is just under $2 million, $1,993,000. Pretty nice. Now, we bring it back in today's terms because, remember, there's inflation year after year, so as much as that sounds awesome, it's not quite as good as the number itself reflects, but it's still decent. But let's look at it from a 8% perspective. At 8, so remember, we were under $2 million there. At 8, you're at $5.387 million, just under $5.4 million. Quite a bit more. You are talking 170% higher than 6%. You only get 2% more per year, but your return at the end of it is 170% higher. Mind-boggling. What about 10%? You're probably thinking, geez, the impact on 10 must be pretty good. Maybe it went all the way from 5 to 7. You know what? Went from 5 or 2 million to 5.4. 10%, it's $14.536 million. $14 million. Mind-boggling. You bring that in today's dollars, that's still a huge amount of money. You could set up your grandkids if you have an extra $100,000 and they invest it properly for the next many years with a great retirement. They won't have to save a cent themselves, but problem is they've got to do that right and set them up with the Fortress market timing system and investing system, and they will. But the message here is simple. Look, yeah, if you look after a year or two, compounding doesn't have a monster impact. It does over a number of years. Over 10, over 25, over 50, the impact is significant. You can't ignore the fact that returns go anywhere from 49% to the last one was 629% higher and only 4% per year. That's unreal. So let it work for you. The problem with most people is they let compound interest work against them. How do they do that? By owning tons of debt and letting the bank collect on you. And that's the reality of life. We're not saying all debt is awful. It's a function and a reality of life. People have to have mortgages, they have to have cars, etc. But you also want to make sure it works for you, especially in the cycle of life. When you're younger, you're going to have more debt. As you get older, you better start to build up assets and let that compound. And the earlier you do it, the better is the message. Anyways, hopefully you're shaking your head right now saying, I don't believe this guy. Go check it out. Go to your bank website, look up compounding tables, put the data in, and you'll see for yourself. These are real numbers, and they're staggering. So let it work for you moving forward. All the best.